Today I will be introducing you to the Sacrament of Holy Orders. We begin with the sacramental sign. The sign is that visible reality in the sacrament that we can see and experience. The sign in every sacrament is made up of two components, the matter and the form. The sacramental matter is usually some physical substance. However, here, like penance and reconciliation, the sacramental matter is not a physical substance. Rather, here it is the laying on of hands. And so you might think of it as a physical action between two persons that constitutes the matter or the material of the sacrament. The form, like all sacraments, are words that must be said. And in the sacrament of holy orders, there are three different types of words that need to be said, depending upon the level of holy orders. As we will come to discover, holy orders has three degrees: holy orders for the bishop, for the presbyterate or the priest, and for the deacon. And so, depending upon which level of ordination is taking place, the words of consecration or the ordination prayer will be different. Now, the words, of course, must be said by someone, and in this case, it is said by the minister of the sacrament. Now, the minister of the sacrament of holy orders is the bishop and only the bishop. So, only the bishop can consecrate another bishop. Only the bishop can consecrate the priest who will be working alongside of the bishop, and only a bishop can consecrate a deacon, right? Under no circumstances can anyone else besides a bishop perform this sacrament. And so that will go ahead and introduce us into the concept of ordinary and extraordinary forms. There is no extraordinary form, so to speak, of the sacrament of holy orders. Now, this sacrament, of course, is performed upon someone. Someone receives this sacrament. That is the subject. So the sacramental sign is performed by the minister, the bishop, upon the sacramental subject. The subject, or the person who receives of the sacrament of holy orders, is required to be, of course, a baptized person, but a baptized male specifically. Now, this is a requirement that has come under a bit of scrutiny, especially in the modern times where individuals are looking for equality between the persons of male and female. And so we will look in a later presentation on why only males can receive this particular sacrament. But the subject is required to be not only a living male, but a baptized living male. Of course, baptism being the gateway sacrament. And so the only way to receive this sacrament is having first been baptized. Now, all of this is leading towards the ultimate goal of grace, the grace that is conferred through the sacrament. Now, like baptism and like confirmation, the sacrament of holy orders is a third sacrament which produces an indelible spiritual mark, or an indelible character upon the soul, meaning the soul is permanently conformed to Christ in a particular way corresponding to the priesthood of Christ. Because of this indelible character, this permanent spiritual mark upon the soul of the person in holy orders, certain graces come about because of that. First of all, the graces are tailored to the degree of the sacrament of holy orders. Of course, the graces given to a deacon are going to be corresponding to the deacon's role. The graces given to a priest will correspond to the priest's role. And of course, the graces given to a bishop will correspond to the bishop's role in overseeing a diocese. Either way, all of them in some way assist the man in being configured to Christ, whether it be as a priest, as a teacher, or as a pastor. Priest being that mediator between God and man, teacher being that communicator of God's truth and wisdom, and pastor being that leader of people, that is the church, the flock, being that kind of shepherd of souls on behalf of God for his church.